All right, let's have a little chit chat. The Thunderbolts came out last week, and people really seemed to enjoy the story. They enjoyed some of the character development, and in particular, there's a renewed interest in John Walker, the U.S. agent, or some might say Captain America. But there's been a discussion about this scene right here, where Captain America unalives a member of the Flag Smashers. But I don't want to talk about John Walker per se. I want to talk about the Flag Smashers and how we see them. Most people, when talking about the Flag Smashers, would prefer to call them terrorists. What if I told you the Flag Smashers aren't terrorists? What if I told you the Flag Smashers are freedom fighters? Yes, I said the Flag Smashers are freedom fighters. How do I get there? Falcon and Winter Soldier told us that. We learned in this show that after the snap, after Thanos eliminates half of life on Earth, there are some people who, through legit means, acquires property, acquires land, acquires housing, fills gaps that are left in society after the snap. And when they come back, the world's governments decide to take what people have legally earned and acquired and stick those people in refugee camps. And I get it. The people who disappeared during the snap and came back lost things due to no fault of their own. But that doesn't make it right, or in my opinion, legal, to just take from people who have earned those things legally in the past 5 years. If we could put it in layman's terms, let's say you have a job, and the person who had the job before you, maybe they got sick and had to stop working because of their health. And now you have this nice job and you've settled into a new house, you've upgraded your lifestyle, and then 3 years later, that person is miraculously better. Is it fair for the job to just kick you out with all the work you've done and just give your job back to that person because they got better 2 or 3 years later? Or let's say a person, for whatever reason, can no longer afford their mortgage and their house gets foreclosed on. And then you buy this house, and 4 or 5 years later, they have a better salary and they can now afford that house. Can the government just come and take it from you and give it back to them because their circumstances changed? No. And that's my argument for the refugees and the basis of my argument for why the Flag Smashers aren't terrorists but freedom fighters.